Oh yes. Oh yes, legends. How's everybody doing? Bitcoin getting a little bit of a bounce here from the low $57,000 range. We are going to explain why. We're going to talk about the different scenarios, the major levels of resistance, levels of support. Do we have high probability? We got that small little CME futures gap that we do have that it's just about to fill, finishing at $61,000 almost here on the BTC1 chart. Are we going to manage to just get that leg up to that range, fill the gap, roll back down, finally break and continue to the upside? We are going to talk about the confirmation levels. Of course, if we do get above certain levels, I am going to be quite bullish on this scenario, of course, looking for the highs to be taken. However, we could find some resistance just slightly after filling that CME futures gap that we do have slightly below the $61,000. We'll be going in detail, guys, of the most important levels, the different scenarios, trading opportunities, of course, in the next coming minutes. So make sure to absolutely destroy that like button, guys, on your way in, because I've got a good one for you today. It is Monday. We are starting the trading week, so we need to take a look at those trading opportunities. Make sure to destroy the like button. We are going to go right away through the different scenarios here on Bitcoin. Take a look at higher time frame. It does look like that CME futures gap is going to get filled. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, guys, and we are good to go. Going to start off with the comment section. Say hello to that beautiful community. 𝗬cie, my brother, smash up the like button. He says, how are you doing, my man? Thanks for joining the stream. Ghost, good morning. Crypto, big brains. Let's go, Andy. Looking forward for this one. Absolutely, guys, because we are on the verge of flipping bullish, on flipping to really come all the way up to 62,700. But there is the bearish case scenario, of course, going through some simple Elliott wave theory scenarios. Let me go here right away. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. I'm just going to put a little bit of background music, a little bit of drum and bass right away in the background. Let's put a bit of drum and bass, guys. We love drum and bass, so that's what we're going to go with in today's live stream. Let's go through comment section. Okay, we got that CME futures gap. Are we going to fill it? Yes, it does look like this is the old gap. Where's the new gap? Here it is. There we have it. Just about to, it's partially filled right now, that small little CME futures gap. Are we going to manage to fill it up in the next coming hours? That is the moment that it's going to be looking very interesting, guys, okay? Because we need to analyze this range. Do we have a lot of confluence right there? The people that are bearish, right? The bearish want to, see the hopium of rolling back down. This is a fake pump. This is just a small little lower high that is going to be formed. Let's give some hopium to the bears, but also give a little bit of hopium to the bulls, right? Because if we do break certain levels, without a doubt, I will see that $62,700 high from Friday being claimed if we start breaking through these major levels that we're going to mention on this live stream, guys. Just keeping it simple, technical, and easy to understand. I want to keep it as simple as possible with less indicators possible, right? Just looking at the price action, the waves, a little bit of Fibonacci here, a little bit of Fibonacci over there, and try and analyze the biggest probability scenarios. Okay, so make sure to stay tuned. We're just gonna give a nice warm welcome to the comment section, all right, to the people in the community. We're gonna chill for the first 5-10 minutes, give a little bit of conversation, talk about what's happened right over here, keep it educational, what's happening right over here, right? We want to analyze why we bounced here, why we rejected here, why are we bouncing here, right? Overall, traded the 3 of the scenarios still in that long position right over here from this point. And I need to give a shout out to Aiden in the Legends trading community. We were both, and also Devolt, the coaches, looking for that long setup at 58,200, 300 range in that nice little scalp day trade scenario. Already taken some profits here at this level of resistance. Overall, I'm going to leave some open, going to leave a runner to see if we do manage to move to higher levels. But overall, this is something that was mentioned today in the Legends trading community. Shout out to Aiden for providing this long setup right over here, looking for the back test, okay, after that major wick. Beautiful, bam, rallying here to $60,000 on our way to hit those levels. Beautiful trading setup that was provided here in the Legends trading community, just basically looking for that lower time frame rejection and get that beautiful bounce. And I am actually I'm actually eyeing the 1.618 extension, giving it a chance to actually fill the gap, because the 1.618 extension is actually at $60,500. Very much a possibility. Now, this is the beauty. This is what we want to wait for here when we see proof of support. This is basically a lower time frame market structure change. Realizing that on the lower time frame during yesterday and today, we were in this downtrend, right? Without a doubt, you are trading here to the downside. And what you can see here is an instant flip of a higher high. This is market structure change. This is when you know that this zone is getting supported. Just a basic, easy market structure change, guys. When we do get that lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high right there, you're getting above these highs right there, meaning that you have a high probability in forming a higher low at this level to get that next leg up. And if you are ambitious, just like me, we are looking potentially for the 1.618 extension. We're already getting above the 1-to-1, which is sitting at $59,600. It's realizing where the market can shift, right? And it's just easy peasy basic market structure. When we go to the higher time frame, we know that this is a crucial level of support. We know that we have the CME futures gap. We love filling gaps here because that is what usually happens, right? Sooner rather than later. We know that this is a crucial support level, and when we are taking a look at Elliott wave theory, we do not want to overlap this pivot high right over here. So if we want to continue the bullish momentum with higher lows and higher highs, this is the moment to do so. It is the moment to bounce. And when we do zoom in at lower time frames, this is what we love to see. We want to see proof of support. I get a lot of questions and a lot of people commenting, what the heck are you talking about, proof of support? You know, what is that? Well, it's basically getting the price to maintain that level as long as possible, right? Give or take 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 10 hours, right? We are consolidating. This is proof of support price action where you do know that a reversal is definitely possible. So this is when you zoom in on the lower time frames and you analyze on the 3-minute, on the 5-minute, where could we see a change of market structure? And this is basically where we do see that change of market structure when you're forming lower highs and lower lows and you flip here, this pivot high, last lower high in a higher high right there, giving you that probability for the retracement to look for that long trading setup that is working out very successfully, mentioned in the Legends trading community, that 58,200, 300 range to get that bounce very nicely. Looking for that take profit one at this $60,000 level where we currently at. Very, very nice indeed. Let's go continue with the comment section, because we are not only here to talk about what's happened during the last few hours, we are here to analyze what is next. What am I going to take a look at next? What are the levels that we need to break, or the levels where we need to see proof of resistance, where we could be rolling back down to the lows, right? We'll be analyzing that situation, guys, because trading is a patience game. It's hitting the levels and analyzing what is happening at that zone. If we're having bearish, bullish CVD divergence, are we consolidating? Are we seeing proof of resistance? Are we going to roll back down? Are we going to bounce? It's all about waiting for the best opportunity, just like this one that we got right over here. I need to give it another shout out to Aiden, because my goodness, you can see it on today's video update, who managed as well to get into that long trading setup that was actually mentioned on the live stream on Friday, looking for that $59,800 to get the bounce, stop loss beneath the low. We were talking about this diamond reversal pattern, right? We were having bullish CVD divergence that played out to the T legend. This was this price action right over here where we were talking about that dodgy. Okay, I'm not a fan of diamond patterns, to be honest, but overall, nevertheless, this ended up in a reversal scenario, never hitting the lows right over here. Talking about the setup, looking here for the 61,400, 500 to be hit very, very nicely. This was mentioned on the previous live stream, talking about the risk management, stop loss beneath that low from that peak that we had. Guys, we're looking for 61,400, 500 to claim those highs, playing out very, very nicely. This scenario from Friday, as you can see here on the chart, we finally got that last leg up on Sunday hitting the highs, hitting above 61,500 to trigger another short position, guys. We're looking for shorts, we're looking for longs. Absolutely epic here. Shout out to Aiden here, looking for that massive short position at 61,500. Get that wick, boom, we're moving to the downside. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful last few days of trading. So yeah, we are going to analyze, guys, without a doubt. We are going to analyze the next levels, the next scenarios. Just excited. Last few days have been absolutely insane. Very, very nice. So we're going to be remaining patient to see what are the next levels, right? You know, what are the next levels? We've been counting the waves here, but to the T, bounce, rejection, bounce. You know, now the question is, are we going to see a breakout here? Or are we going to form a lower high and continue to the downside, most importantly, right? Because this is where it gets extremely difficult. And I'm going to explain why, right? Trading isn't easy every day. It's not hard every day, right? You got better days, you got worse days. And I want to explain, you know, why this next scenario is more complex, right? More complex than the range that we formed in the weekend, right? This was really good support, bullish CVD divergence. This was an epic swing failure pattern from the local highs of the range, right? Looking for that lower high for a possible ABC or a 1, 2, 3, right? Very easy to detect that this high was not very unlikely to be hit just yet, just based on a 1 wave and a 2 wave. You need another wave down, then we can analyze for that high to be hit. So overall, these little bounces have been relatively easy as we were getting that price action, right? Into the zone, into major levels of support. Now, the main reason why this is going to be hard right now, as in trying to detect if this is going to be a lower high and roll down, or we're going to break out, because we have both of the bullish and bearish case scenarios that are a 50-50, guys. For me, I'm very, very neutral at this level, and I would want to see some really clear price action to take the next trade. I don't want to give money back to the market from the last few days of trading because they've been absolutely epic, and I don't want to get into an irresponsible trade. And the main reason why I realize that this could be bearish and this could be bullish, because we have the bullish case scenario, which is basically this being corrective in an ABC, and that we are going to push up here to 62,700. We got the bullish momentum, right? Even though this price action doesn't look too bullish, but I'm very much aware that, hey, we still have this possibility regarding Elliott wave theory. Then the bearish case scenario, of course, that doesn't look too great, which is basically looking at this as an ABC, right? Bang, 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 right? We got that ABC, and this is not bullish. This ain't Elliott wave theory to the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a corrective structure. We are moving to the downside. We've got a 1 wave here, 2 wave. This preferably would have been a 3rd wave. However, this could be a 1, 2 setup right there inside of the 3rd wave, right? So if we are speculating here that this is a bearish case scenario ABC, we got 1 wave right there, the 2nd wave, and we are just about to form that 3rd wave here and move to the downside. We are only in the 1st wave of the 3rd wave, right? Where we are looking at something like this in the next coming hours, right? Definitely a possibility. Definitely something that could happen. We are in a small 5-wave structure in the next coming hours, right? We are in the small, we're basically inside of the 1 and inside of the 2 right now. We might just fill the gap and then continue to the downside. Very much aware of this scenario, guys. It's a very, very difficult level at the moment. Without a doubt, we need to see strong proof of resistance. Preferably, I would want to see that CME futures gap. And we're going to explain in detail what I want to see here, right? I'm going to explain it. I do think that that CME futures gap can be filled in the next 1 to 2 hours, potentially. And we'll analyze that zone because there is a lot of resistance here. There is just a lot of resistance. They got that small CME futures gap sitting at around about 60,500 range here on the Bybit chart. Of course, it's slightly different on the CME futures. It's around about 60,900, right, to fill that gap completely. But the numbers are different on the exchanges, right, than the CME futures. So What is the strongest level here that we do have of resistance? Where do we need to see the exhaustion? I'm going to remain patient. I do see the price going to slightly higher levels. And if I'm going to speculate on this scenario right over here, that we are going to form a lower high. We are just inside of the first wave of this explosive third wave that is going to bring us down to $53,000 potentially, right? Because what we are looking at here, looking at the extension, right? If we are speculating that we are going to get that leg down, we are looking from the top of Friday, which is sitting at 62,700 range approximately. And if we count this wave 1 and this as the wave 2, we are looking at the 1.618 extension as a minimum target. However, when you create a 1-2, 1-2, you're still inside of the third wave. You most of the times go to the 2.618, meaning that this third wave will be very explosive, right? Because you're basically looking here at this movement here, right? This as a wave 1, wave 2, and we could be forming the third wave in the yellow here inside of the larger third wave. And this, without a doubt, could bring us all the way down to $53,000, sweeping up all of those higher lows from last week, right, at $54,000. Definitely a scenario, guys. You know, I need to take a look at the bearish case. Bearish case is still very much valid. So where do we need to get resistance? Where do we need to dance around, see proof of resistance, just like we did see proof of support the last few hours here at the $58,000 range? Well, I want to see something similar at this zone in between 60 and 61K. Want to see that proof of resistance. What do we have at those levels? Well, we do have the fixed volume profile from the weekend, right? We got a nice consolidation from the weekend. And that point of control is sitting just slightly above the CME futures gap at $60,700 range. Big, massive high volume node. This is the zone where I want to see the price failing. You might think to yourself, hey, Andy, we are getting above the value area low from the weekend, right? From Friday to Sunday. Wouldn't this be a sign of strength? Yes, this is something that we need to be aware of. If we get back inside the range of the weekend, without a doubt, the price could get a little bit punchy and go to the upside. However, the main level here that I'm interested here in getting the reaction, local double triple tops, is sitting right over here at the point of control as we fill that CME futures gap. On Bybit, it is sitting at 60,500 to 60,000, 800, right? Give or take a few $100 because of volatility. And without a doubt, we do have the 61878 zone. 618 is just slightly above the value area low. The 78 is slightly above the 78. So we haven't got a major confluence area where all of the levels are aligned for a perfect entry, right? It's a confluence zone in between 60,300 to 60,900, give or take. So this is the area, right, where I would want to see the price, choppy. A very aggressive short position would be just by hitting the 7/8 Fibonacci, look for that short position. It would be definitely very aggressive on the first touch, okay? Because, this is the moment where the price could just wick here to the upside and then start very aggressively correcting down. But the main level of interest where I would want to manage risk and see the exhaustion for this count, right, for this bearish count, would be round about the 7/8 Fibonacci and the point of control, right? That's the kind of the best area of confluence where you would want to see that rejection point, okay? So, yeah, and in a nutshell, that is where I would be interested to see the exhaustion, to see the price failing to continue to the upside, form a little bit of price action similar to this one in the last few hours to confirm that this level is getting exhausted, and we could see the price action breaking down in the next couple of days, okay? So no reaction at this zone whatsoever, and we basically take this scenario out of the way, right? Just say, okay, this bearish case scenario, we're getting it out of the charts and we're looking at the bullish one. What would be the bullish case scenario, right? I'm interested in longs and shorts, guys. We long and short the market. We've been longing here. We've been shorting here. We've been longing here, right? It's scalping day trading setups that we look for. So overall, you know, the bullish case scenario, without a doubt, would be basically coming all the way up to these highs. And if we do break above this high, that would be a confirmation. That would be a confirmation. You know, this is why, if you did long here, I'm going to leave a runner here to see if I can make you know, several $100s more on that trade, right? Or get stopped out at break even, because I do see the bullish count where we're still speculating on that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there. We have not overlapped the first wave. That for me is very much a valid count. We have a very 3-wavy structure, potentially in an A, B, C right there. And we could be looking for that push to the upside. And without a doubt, a confirmation that the $62,700 high from Friday will be hit as soon as we get to $61,800. Now, I'm not saying that FOMO long here in this area, but as soon as this level is hit, we're very likely to get the price just punching through to that level and get a huge move to the upside of over $1,000 in a matter of minutes, guys. You know, this is the classic zone where if you hit it with the price action, you will see how the price will just slice through this level quickly to hit that high from Friday. It is the confirmation level. Once you hit this level, price is just going to push through, and you will enjoy seeing that as we do hit the level, guys. It's a classic zone where the price is just going to, if it does manage to hit it, it's just going to pop out, right? And move over $1,000. Okay. It's the confirmation level to actually get that continuation to the upside. So more locally, this is, you know, basically what I'm looking at, speculating on that move up. Also speculating on the bearish case scenario, okay? In a nutshell, that is what we got here for Bitcoin, guys. Keeping it simple. Levels of confirmation, invalidation, best levels to short, best levels to long, which was basically here the last few hours, as mentioned. And if we get above this level, it would be a confirmation that we are going to get above this high. The question is now, hey, what if we do get above that high? What if we do get above that high? There is an extremely bullish case scenario, which I don't think is going to be the case, which is basically looking for a 1, 2 right there. And we are inside of the third wave, right? And it's just going to absolutely rocket in the next coming days. I don't think that this is the extreme bullish case scenario, just because if this were to be a 1, 2 right there inside of the third wave, it's too long in timing compared to the first wave 1, right? Usually the wave 1, 2 inside of the third wave would be smaller in timing, right? Shorter in timing, smaller with the pumps as well. And this doesn't make too much sense for me, just because this corrective structure has been very, very long, all right, compared to this wave 1, 2, all right? So a double 1, 2 right there is really unlikely. However, I need to say, I need to give it a chance, right? I need to give it a possibility, because we might just break through from the highs here of Friday, and the price is just going to, you know, absolutely rocket to 66, 68K. And we're like, what's going on with Bitcoin, right? Well, then you would have to come to the conclusion that we are inside of a third wave, that this movement to the upside between Wednesday and the weekend has been a 1, 2 inside of a third wave, right? So yeah, this is, you know, I don't think this is the case, right? That would be like the extreme bullish case scenario. If we were to get that leg up in the next coming days, right? Then I would have to go with this count right there, the extreme bullish one. The bullish case that makes more sense here regarding Elliott wave theory for me, as we haven't overlapped the wave 1, would be coming all the way up here to the highs, right? And this is going to be very interesting, because I would expect, as we're hitting 63, 64 zone, a major pullback. I would expect a major pullback. This would be looking absolutely awesome, because this is the moment where we are expecting that second wave, and then we absolutely rocketing in the next coming weeks, entering into September, right? To finally hit all-time high, hit above $72,000. If we do get that leg up in the next coming hours between today and tomorrow, which hey, this is the bearish case scenario, like I mentioned, guys. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but I know that there's going to be a great level to speculate on a short that will be explained right away, right? We just create those trading plans. I really don't know what the heck is going to happen from this point, right? We look at levels and we trade the levels, right? We trade levels and reactions. I don't know what the price is going to do from this current moment, right? There's the bearish case scenario that I explained just 5-10 minutes ago, right? Which is looking for that double 1-2-1-2, bang, we're bearish. This is an ABC. And then there's the bullish case, right? So I really don't know. We need to react at certain levels. Would be beautiful, guys. I will be the first one to get into a short position if we fill the CME futures gap, if we get a reaction at the point of control. If we start dancing around here at this level, I'm talking about a bullish case here, but I will be the first one to short, right? As traders, we short and we long the levels, right? That's it. And we manage our risk. There's some, most of the trades will play out very, very nicely, right? Just like the long from here, just like the short from here, just like the long from here. This is the zone where I'm interested to take a short depending on the price action. I can manage risk very, very nicely. And if this were to be the case scenario of a 1-2-1-2, bang, we're breaking down because this is an ABC structure, the risk to reward is going to be massive. So I really don't mind getting, having a stop loss attempt here, right? I would say round about the highs, value area high. If we start hitting 60,700, 800 on the Bybit chart, this is going to be an epic trade. This will be epic if it plays out because it's going to roll down massively in the next coming days. So the projection is good. The risk to reward, if this were to play out, is massive. It is truly massive. So there's no doubt that this is a really good zone to speculate on that scenario. Other scenario here, let's go back to the bullish one. Got distracted with the bearish one. Let's go right over here because if we were to claim the highs from Friday, we got a confirmation 3 peaks. Meaning that a correction likely to sweep at least below $57,000 is extremely, extremely likely. It's just very, very likely that we are going to get a corrective structure if we get that high from Friday being taken, because we will be completed with 5 waves up. So you would be expecting that pullback, okay? This is the moment that most are going to get excited. We've done it, 63K, 64, that's it. We're going to 70K, and then you get the classic big pullback, right? We want to be in that pullback. We recognize the waves, and we recognize where the price could reject. So if we were to claim above those highs from Friday, we need to analyze the major levels, right? Let me just double check here. Point of control is very high. It's at $67,000. Let's go right away here. Go right away with the major levels. Let's just get this out 1 second. And let's start off with daily levels. Daily, weekly, monthly. Beautiful. I like to leave the monthly levels on the chart, guys. I like them because they're so solid. Like the previous month's closes and opens. I usually leave them, not the dailies, but the monthlies are very, very strong. We can see that rejection from that monthly that was broken back in August, right? August, back in the beginning of August, and we got back tested that monthly level. So regarding weekly, daily, monthlies, we haven't got much. We haven't got anything, basically. We got a daily level at $65,000. I wouldn't expect the price to reach that level. If we were to break above it, it would be overextended. That would mean that we are inside of a massive 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? We're in that third wave. So what I want to look for here is naked point of control. So we haven't got much regarding... We're talking about the bullish case right now, guys. But look at this. We do have a daily level here, right? We've got the daily close and open from the weekend, right? We've got that daily close from Saturday and open from Sunday. Oh, we got confirmation confluence here, just slightly above that CME futures gap in the 7/8 Fibonacci. This would be an epic short, to be honest. It would be an epic short because we have the point of control of this range. If the price struggles And if it rolls down from here, it's obviously a pretty difficult short trade. We just got a basic support resistance flip. It's not enough for me. It's not enough for me to say, oh, I'm going to get into a short here and I'm going to put stop loss, you know, here or here. No, it's just not enough. I want to see a bit higher to get into the short if you're not into this short already. So yeah, the point of control of the weekend, 7/8 Fibonacci, daily level. That would be such an awesome level if you're speculating on a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're in the third wave, right? Much larger third wave. It would be the level to short. So yeah, we got that daily level here. Also at 60,900 would be so nice. Just get $1,000 pump. You know, not even that. Just a bit, yeah, just a bit more pumpy action and get the reaction. Not here, preferably in this area, filling the gap. Daily level, old monthly level, 7/8 almost being hit. And then, you know, without a doubt, if that were to be the moment that you're rejecting, you can manage risk so well with this stop loss here, entry point, and you got almost a 10-to-1 risk reward, right? If you're looking for that leg down in the next coming days. Right now, where we at, there's not enough confluence for me, and you're in the middle of the gap. You would expect that gap to be filled. You know, there's no way I could enter a short here to manage risk. It's just not. It's not possible having the gap here almost filled. So if it rolls down from here, then it is what it is. It is what it is, but there's no trading plan for me here currently to either get in a short or a long position. So yeah, what else do we have here? There's so much information, guys. My brain's going to explode. And I'm just trying to throw the information out there. Just throw it to you. Just, you know, there it is. That's all the information that I've got regarding the analysis, and you know, take it with a grain of salt. I'm just a crazy dude on the internet. So if we were to get that move to the upside, let's get some levels off the chart here. If we break through, just for the sake of it, we break through, we create another high. It will be the zone to speculate for a massive rejection. Of course, we need the price to react at certain levels. How high can this fifth wave go to? Now, there's common extensions of wave fives, right? Wave fives are very similar in length as the first wave a lot of the time. So could we speculate on that, right? Got the first wave, you know, similar length. There's many ways, but however, fifth waves can be extremely punchy or just like, or a truncated fifth wave where you're just double topping the highs here and you're rolling back down. So without a doubt, I would say, yes, it is possible that you can swing failure pattern from the Friday's highs. It might be a truncated fifth wave. That's always an option. You could always swing failure pattern from the highs of Friday at 52,700. It's an option. It's always an option. A double top is always an option. So that is one option. It's not the preferred option if we're looking at a fifth wave, because fifth wave don't usually truncate. You would want to see a push up here. So now it's when we go through the naked point of controls, and I mean we do have a naked point of control here from this range that we do have from, hang on a second, let's get the session volume profile and do things properly. We do have a naked point of control at 63,200. That is from the price action created from Friday the 2nd of August. We've got a very intense high volume node right there that hasn't been hit since we were dropping the first week of August. So I like that level. It's just slightly above the peak high from Friday, and it would be kind of in confluence with a possible double top right there, right? A failed auction, double top, you know, swing failure pattern, whatever, basically a double top right there. And if you do get that rejection, you could look for that decent pullback because of the naked point of control, right? It's a possibility if you break through the naked point of control very aggressively, then and maintain it as support, you ain't getting major rejection. The next big level would be that daily level which is sitting at $65,300. You got a nice, fresh daily level right there that has not been tapped. As we go to the daily time frame, we can see that daily close and open from the 1st and 2nd of August that has not been tapped. So we love daily levels, guys. You know, the daily level that was provided from Thursday and Friday just got a beautiful tap right there, confirming that, you know, beautiful rejection, right? We've got that daily level from Thursday and Friday close. Look how we came up here on Sunday, bang, hit the daily level, big rejection of several $1,000s. So daily levels, closes and opens, we want to take them into consideration, all right? They do get the reaction. So the next big major daily level that we do have, if we do explode above the naked point of control, right, we don't get any reaction whatsoever from this level. If we do get the reaction, okay, it's good for a short. If there is no reaction, of course, we're looking for this daily level right over here, which is very, very interesting, right? And you got beautiful swing failure pattern as well from those lower highs, right? You got those lower highs right there. This is a swing failure pattern level without a doubt. Without a doubt, I would be looking at these peak highs, guys, right over there. This is without a doubt a good swing failure pattern level. You could sweep up the liquidity, get the resistance from that daily level. Let's analyze Fibonacci retracement, okay? That would be a very extensive 5th wave. We would have to come with a conclusion that it could be a 1-2, 1-2, and this could be a 3rd wave. We need to be very, very careful when the price of Bitcoin goes, it goes, right? So we want to be extremely cautious in trying to short a major pump only at very selective levels like this one. This is a very nice selective level to speculate on a failed breakout. It's a daily, you got some lower highs. Let's take a look at Fibonacci retracement here from the pivot high of last Monday, right, where we started to get that major drop. Beautiful short position as well provided here on YouTube. It's amazing. It's amazing because we do have the 7/8 Fibonacci at $65,400. Look at this from the pivot high from last Monday, right? Monday the 29th of July to the low right there created on the 5th of Monday. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a massive confluence level. 7/8 Fibonacci, you got a daily level, you got some lower highs, beautiful. You could speculate that this is a 5th wave. Without a doubt, it's a level where I would be looking for short positions if we do get that reaction, that rejection, managing risk very, very well. Without a doubt, this is a level where the price will get a pretty decent pullback of several $100s, if not more than $1,000, right? We never know how that pullback, how aggressive it can be, but it's the level. It's the level, guys, right over here. That is if you just shoot through, okay? We need to take a look at different levels, right? We're talking about this level, reaction, beautiful. We go look for the short. We blast through, then we look for the next level, okay? We need to plan those trades and look at the levels where we could react, all right, and get into that trade setup. Set alerts, guys. You know, I'm not glued to the computer. I set some alerts here. I set some alerts here. And depending on how the price reacts, I will jump on the trade on my phone. If I'm driving, if I'm in the gym, if I'm in the beach, you know, I do the analysis and then I know my levels in my head. I've got the alerts on my phone and I can trade on my phone based on the analysis that has been done, right? This is what we do here on YouTube, of course, guys. So just for that, you need to absolutely destroy the like button. We talk about trading plans, education, risk management. Smash up that like button, guys, to a new all-time high, as they say, right? Let's hear how many likes we can get, brothers and sisters, and go through the comment section, as I haven't gone through the comment section, said hello to the beautiful community. Very irresponsible from my side, right? Hi, Andy. You talked about Acropolis doing a 10, 20, or even a 50x this bull run. Do you still have the same opinion about it? Because me, it's looking pretty boring. Thanks for the analysis. I still hold some Acropolis. I'm thinking about buying 𝗬𝗂𝗿. Oh, this is getting into the good descending wedge, guys. Altcoin season will come. Don't worry, right? I'm excited of buying cheap. I'm excited buying cheap. Could we get another low? Bring it on. I'll be happy to buy at lower levels, guys. This is where you make life-changing games for the next coming months or years. It doesn't really matter. Holding the bags and negatives sucks, but overall, you will get rewarded for being patient and knowing where to buy, okay, at cheaper levels. Acropolis, absolutely. Acropolis is basically at the bear market lows almost. It's actually doing better than some other altcoins. I still believe, yeah, this is in the banking system. It's a very low cap coin. If this has to do a 10x or a 20x, it definitely has the probabilities. Acropolis is a extremely low market cap. It's a 460,000. It's an absolute baby, and it does have it's a pretty solid project. I'm not sure. I haven't been updated during the last few months. Maybe they've gone bankrupt or something. I haven't done much research at the moment on it, but without a doubt, all altcoins pump, guys. All altcoins pump when there's an altcoin season. 98% of the altcoins, get a decent pump, even though if it's a 2x or a 5x or a 10x. They all get a runner, and these ones with low cap are the ones that could, this could go to $10 million, which is $10 million is nothing for a crypto project. That would be a 20x from current price levels. Very much achievable without a doubt. Just $10 million is like nothing, right? There will be a lot of speculation on these old cryptocurrencies. One that I'm looking to add up to my portfolio is 𝗬𝗍. 𝗬𝗍, without a doubt, in the payment system in cryptocurrency. Oh my goodness, this is going to be getting squeezed in this descending wedge for the next coming weeks. And it's already really nice. Really nice zone to already, start scooping up. This is the next one that I'm going to buy. Okay, I've been buying some the last few days. I've been buying some Mina Protocol, DAG, some Fowler Network. They're down right now, of course. I bought these last week. They're slightly down. But I'm going to be adding some more. We'll be taking them out of the exchange, obviously. But I am accumulating some different altcoins that I do believe that are going to do very well. The next one that I would look to get in is 𝗬𝗍. 𝗬𝗍 at these price levels, without a doubt, for me is going to be a really nice accumulation area before the price pops out, right? Give or take in the next coming weeks or months. So yeah, just a little bit of my point of view, guys. Anybody that wants to know what I'm buying, well, I'm just, I've been buying DAG, just adding to my portfolio, Mina, DAG, Fowler, and, I will be buying a bit more of these ones if they do go down a bit more. But 𝗬𝗍 is definitely one on my radar. 𝗬𝗍, insane project in the payment system, and massive team, massive VCs, partnerships. This one is one of those altcoins that will thrive in the bull run, in the altcoin season, right? So yeah, that's only my opinion, of course. I have gotten into altcoins that have gone to crap, guys. As you know, one of them is Sora Network, down 99% on that one. It happens. This is why you need to have a good diversification of your altcoins, right? Have 20 altcoins, 30 altcoins, right? I'm aiming to have about 30. I have just about 22 altcoins at the moment. I think 22 or 23. I'm probably going to extend it to 30. And 𝗬𝗍 is one of them that I'm very much interested in adding to the portfolio. I know it's a very good project. This is going to be my next buy, which I might buy today or tomorrow. Just giving you my opinion here on altcoins, as you asked from Acropolis. I've got a small bag of Acropolis. Will not be adding to that one. Let's continue here. I'm going to go quickly through comment section, guys. 𝗕𝗏𝘆, my man, closed my entire position by mistake. Profit, nonetheless. Absolutely epic. Yeah, I'm going to leave a runner. I really don't mind about this one. I'm going to leave a runner. 𝗕𝗏𝘆 here saying that he took profit from this long position. I'm going to leave a runner. This might shoot up to 61K. It might fill the gap. It might explode out. Without a doubt, if the bullish case scenario, if we need to form a higher low, it needs to be here, right? So I'm going to leave a little bit of a runner here to see if the market punches through 61K. I would be very much interested if the price does not punch through the CME futures gap, this bearish case scenario looks extremely sexy. This bearish case scenario of a 112, whew, at this huge level of resistance. We got a weekly naked point of control. We do have the daily level. This is going to be big resistance at 60,800, right? 700, 800. Oof. This could be absolutely massive because you could be inside of the third wave on the macro perspective, right? This could be the scenario that we are looking at as well, right? I'm very much aware of this. You don't think I'm crazy. I'm a technical analyst, good technical analyst. Look at the bullish case and the bearish case, right? You can never be too bullish, never be too bearish, because you need to look at both scenarios and the levels of confluence. But I'm very much aware of this possible scenario that could happen as well. So I would be very much interested to see if we're going to fill that gap and then take action. Okay, very good risk management. If this were to play out, my goodness, this is going to be an epic short. It's just your stop loss is an absolute baby compared to the possible gains that could happen in the next coming days. Without a doubt, that is the zone. Would love to see that CME futures gap being filled and then take action, just like we filled the CME futures gap a few days ago, right? Look at this, bang, right? Boom, massive drop here of over $4,000 in a matter of a few days, right? We know that gaps get filled and they provide resistance. I'm not a fan of saying they're going to get filled today or tomorrow. I'm a fan of taking them as confluence. I know they are resistance and support, just like we mentioned the last few days. Hey, the gap fill is resistance, right? As soon as you fill that gap, you have high probability in retracing down. So this is why we come to this scenario right over here. Maybe filling the gap, we are going to get that resistance and then we're going to roll back down. Okay, so without a doubt, it's a plan, it's a setup, something that could happen in the next coming hours or days. That is if we do not roll down from current price levels, which for me is, yeah, this is, you know, without a doubt, this could still happen. Obviously, this could still happen because the price could leave the gap behind and roll down from here, because you can count this move to the downside already in an ABC structure. Looking at micro counts, you can count this as a wave 1, as a wave 2, as a wave 3, as a wave 4, and a wave 5. And you can technically count this as a 3-wave move in an ABC. You're already retracing to round about the 618 Fibonacci, 50%, slightly above the 50%. It's formed a 3-wave structure. This could be the top. However, for me, it's not a good level. It's not a good level to enter the short because of the CME futures gap. We're just about to fill it. There's bigger resistance at 60,600, 700 range, you know, all the way up to 900, where we have that daily, weekly naked point of control. It would be much better to get into that range. That is also with a 1.618 extension. When we take a look at the extension tool on Fibonacci, 1.618 being the preferred scenario, we have it exactly where we have that weekly naked point of control. So the 1.618 extension would be like the bomb diggity short position level of confluence, right? This is the level that you want to see the price struggling to get into that short trade, because this could roll back down to the lows and start breaking down, right? For all of those bears, we're going to give them a little bit of hopium as well for that scenario. Realizing that the price could reject from this point, as we just already hit the 1-to-1 extension, right? Slightly more than the 1-to-1. Hitting slightly above the 1-to-1 extension here, already providing that possibility that this could be the top of the 5th wave. You're getting that basic resistance, right? Support resistance flip, sorry. This has been a level that's been very respected. This is where we're currently at, okay? So, I mean, this is resistance without a doubt. We are seeing it on the price action. We are getting the reaction. I prefer this zone though. This is much more better resistance, more confluence. This level, the last few days where we're currently trading at, okay, is where we got massive resistance on Thursday, big support on Friday. We hit in the 1-to-1 extension. I mean, the bears have a chance here. They have a chance in pulling the price back down. It's not enough confluence for me. I prefer fill the CME futures gap, start heading to the weekly naked point of control, the daily, right? You know, the 7/8 Fibonacci from the entire drop. This area is much better, to be honest. It's much better. You can manage risk better. Because if you break through, you're invalidating the bearish case. You're just happy to get stopped out. And if it does play out very, very nicely, you're looking for epic gains in the next coming days, right? It's going to be a patience game. It's a swing short position, basically. So you don't need to risk huge amounts, right? You don't need to bet the farm here, right? Just a few peanuts. You can risk 2 peanuts here, and you can potentially gain about 10 to 15 peanuts, right, in the next coming days. So you're getting a little bit more food to eat for the next few days, right? So you don't need to risk the farm right there on that zone, because you could break through. The bullish case scenario could very much play out. So yeah, I mean, if this is a double 1-2, guys, if we start losing in the next coming hours between today and tomorrow, this low over here, the drop is going to be epic. The drop is going to be epic. Okay, there's some levels that I'm looking for a reaction, but I would be overall speculating on a small little bounce like these pivot lows. I like it, but once you start breaking through very aggressively, the drop is going to be epic. You're likely going to go to below $55,000 and lower. The movement down will be epic. So, yeah, anyway, let's go continue through the comment section, guys. Remember, anybody that is interested in doing intraday trading, swing trading, you do have bluffing, guys. There is an $80,000 deposit bonus down below. It's a no KYC platform, proof of reserves. If you want to trade in one of the best platforms, you do have bluffing, guys. Bluffing is a no KYC platform. You got an insane bonus down below. The 15% cashback has already expired. Now it's $80,000 deposit bonus. The more you deposit and trade, the more airdrops you are going to get, guys. Trade on bluffing. It is a great platform for all of those people that don't want to give identification, right? Email and password, and you can start trade in minutes. So yeah, basically on Bitcoin, we've talked about those scenarios. Let's talk about some news, legends, liquidity. Not really much to say about liquidity. It's, we got some liquidity on lower time frames here below 57,700. There is a few hundred million. There's still a few hundred million above us at 60K, 61K. Yeah, on lower time frames, liquidity is not that massive. On higher time frames, we do know that we have the massive liquidity above $72,000 and all-time high, which is billions of dollars. There's over $10-15 billion of short liquidations that, no need for it to be hit tomorrow or next week. We could get those aggressive pullbacks, but I would be expecting all-time highs to be hit at some point in the next coming weeks, despite that we do go to 53K or 49K sub 49K regarding liquidity, right? That liquidity is going to be fetched at some point, guys. So any pullbacks, I am still looking at higher time frame bullish case scenario, right? Now, the overall most bearish case scenario that I do see on the higher time frames, shout out to 𝗕𝗏𝗆 that is talking about this scenario, is a WXY. There is several pivots where you can look at this WXY. You got this one right there. You got this one right over here. And then obviously you're expecting that 3-wave structure, that last ABC in a zigzag to claim the lows that we formed from last Monday. And I would still be bullish, guys, here, without a doubt. If we failed auction this pivot low, I will be getting into a swing long position without a doubt, right? Low of the range. What happens? Boom, failed auction. Bang, rocket. Okay, you bounce over $10,000. Pivot low, you claim it, $53,000, massive bounce of over 8,000, you know, almost $10,000 again with this pivot low. So the pivot lows of the range, we know what happens if you fail to break out from them. You get the epic bounce. You fail to break down from here, you get the epic bounce. We come back down here and we start dancing around and we fail to break down. I'm looking for this, right? I'm looking for this with that WXY structure as mentioned. Shout out to 𝗕𝗏𝘆, guys. I know he's somewhere here in the comment section. Make sure to go and follow him. 𝗕𝗏𝘆 Trading. He provides very good technical analysis every single day on his channel. He's also one of the coaches in the Legends trading community. So that is the most bearish case scenario that I do see on the price of Bitcoin. Now, let me go and take a look at the super chats here for my brothers and sisters. Short trade sold at 58,800. Should I wait for a small retracement or close my position? Yeah. Look, I am not going to say what you should do, but without a doubt, we are getting a little bit of a reaction here, okay? You got a very good entry. You have a very good entry right over here. You're mentioning 59,869. There's a very beautiful entry. I would stay defensive. Stay very defensive. We do have the possibility of filling the 𝗖𝗍𝗍 futures gap, okay? We have very much that possibility of that 𝗖𝗍𝗍 futures gap that has not been filled. Let me just put this right. So just be defensive. I prefer higher, but I am very much aware of this being a finished ABC structure and we're rolling down. It could be possible as we could be in that 1-2, 1-2. There's much more confluence at 60,600 to 60,900. Much more confluence. A lot more. Big resistance that the price is going to struggle very much to get above this area. Like as mentioned here the last few minutes, we have naked point of control on the weekly, which is basically that consolidation that we did form between Friday and Sunday. Big massive level right over there as just above the 𝗖𝗍𝗍 futures gap. We have the 7/8 Fibonacci, right, from the pivot high to the pivot low. Sorry, from the highs here from Friday, right? There is a lot of confluence at 60.6, 60.8K zone. That is the zone where we are. You know, it looks very juicy. Sorry, yeah, basically, yeah. No, 7/8 Fibonacci from this pivot. Slightly above. Big zone. This is a big area where the price could fail miserably in trying to get above. You know, if we do get that consolidation reaction like we did here the last few hours today, this is going to be epic. It's going to be epic. If we start dancing around at this level, I will be looking for that short without a doubt. Tight stop loss, right? Because the risk to reward on this is huge. It's huge. We're looking for much lower prices if this were to top out at this point, right? It's not an emotional quick scalp, right? Oh my goodness, tight stop loss. Am I going to get stopped out or not? You're risking peanuts here, remember. You're risking 1 to 2% to possibly gain 10% in the next coming days, right? You know, the risk to reward is massive from this point. So it's a matter of being patient to hit that level. For me personally, if we roll down from here, it is what it is. I've got some other levels that I'm taking into consideration for the next trading setup. Anyway, Crypto King, send it lower so the smart investors can buy back cheaper. Crypto King is an ultimate bearish guy. Always bearish. Always very bearish. We need to stay very neutral. Okay, on a higher time frame, I would love for the price of Bitcoin to go to lower levels. Would like to buy some cheap Bitcoin for my portfolio. But as a trading perspective, we are looking at bullish and bearish case levels of confluence, looking to trade safely with good risk management and good risk to reward. And that is basically it. So sub $49,000, how far is the epic move to 42K? Could we extend down to $42,000? I mean, if we are, look, if we start losing this consolidation, this is not great. Of course, it's great to buy, but it could be going down to much lower levels in the next coming months if we were to lose this range, because we are still speculating that we are inside of a wave 4 here. Okay, we are still speculating in this case. We do not want to lose this area for the wave 4, preferably, right? We do not want to get to the 618. We do not want to get close to the highs here of the wave 1. So, I mean, yeah, this we just bounced beautifully from the 50% Fibonacci the other day, right? When we got the epic drop on last Monday. 50% Fibonacci bounce to perfection if you're speculating on a wave 4. So preferably you would not want to see the wave 4 dropping successfully beneath the 50% Fibonacci. This is like the zone where it needs to bottom out. So I just see extreme high probability that, and the fifth wave can be extremely explosive. Extreme high probability. If we come back down to this low, without a doubt, like 𝗕𝗏𝗏 is saying, this WXY scenario is without a doubt a very, very high chance here, because we got 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves. I'm very much happy to get into an epic swing long if we were to drop below $49,000. So the target zones, we do not know how aggressive that movement down can be. It can be extremely aggressive. I don't know. It can be a massive sell-off. We don't know till we hit the level how the price is going to react there. When we see the reaction, then yeah, we can speculate that we are going to get a bounce because it's a failed breakdown and it's just been a liquidity grab, just like we've seen the last few weeks, right? Claim the low, liquidity grab, massive bounce. Claim the low, liquidity grab, huge bounce. Claim the low. Will it be a liquidity grab? Will we consolidate above the low just like we did previously? It's a matter of, you know, are we going to see that, right? We need to see it on the price action, right? Just by seeing it, then we can speculate on the major recovery. So yeah, that's basically what we see here on the higher time frames. Riyadh Ajaz, hi Andy, thank you for your videos. Please, can you take a look at OpenDAO? SOS, I have invested $2,000 last year, but I'm always in a loss. Thank you. Riyadh, OpenDAO, what is the ticker symbol for OpenDAO? Let's take a look at some altcoins here for the beautiful community. Without a doubt, as always, OpenDAO. Right, this is probably not even on Tradingview. I don't see it here on CoinGecko. It's not even listed on major exchanges, right? They're only on DEXs. Let me know the ticker symbol, my man. Let me know the ticker symbol. If it's not on TradingView, it must be on DEX Tools. We can eye it on DEX Tools if you let me know the ticker symbol. I mean, well, let's just OpenDAO. Yeah, let me know the ticker symbol. Let me know the ticker symbol. I've got many options here. Please, any ideas on 𝗖𝗿𝗆, says Sunshine. Let's take a look at 𝗖𝗿𝗆. 𝗖𝗿𝗆 is an epic project. It is a good one. I do not hold it. I cannot hold every single project, but I know it's a very, very solid project according to professional researchers that we do have in the team that are always analyzing different projects and giving us the information. You do get all of this information in the free Discord as well. If you want to join the free Discord, the private Discord obviously has much more information. But you do get the free Discord, guys. Join the free Discord. We do get the researcher providing these degen altcoins, meme coins, good solid projects, okay, as well for long-term investment, with a nice article where you can find information about the cryptos, right? You can join for free the Discord, guys, down below. And we also got the private Discord where we talk about the setups, the good projects, all sorts, right? So yeah, you can join the Discord, and we're there to help, right? It's a community. It's a free Discord even. You can tag me, you can tag other people, and you have different opinions. But 𝗖𝗿𝗆, without a doubt, is a good solid project. It is not blockchain. It goes with cryptograph. And yeah, basically, looking at the chart, it's still very much aggressively moved down here during the last few weeks. But yeah, I remember this pump right over here. This was I'm not sure if it was some famous businessman or investor. I'm not sure if it was Elon Musk, probably not. But there was some very good news on 𝗬𝗏 happening here in April. It was some very big investor saying that, I'm bullish on 𝗬𝗏. I will be using 𝗬𝗏 technology. And, there was something going on here with this major pump on 𝗬𝗏. I really can't remember who it was. But let me know in the comment section. Hedge fund speculation or something. Yeah, there was, some hedge fund. Yeah, exactly. Something happened here where we got the news. Never, the news is not good, guys, for the price. When you get a massive pump based on FOMO news, it's never good. It's never good. It's just pure speculation, right? It's actually a good sell. News is always good to sell, in my opinion. Not always, obviously, but most of the times. For an altcoin, it just creates a pump and dump, unfortunately. But regarding 𝗬𝗏, hey, let me tell you one thing. This has broken the bear market structure, and this is probably going to be very, very boring and maybe go to slightly lower levels in the next coming weeks. But without a doubt, I would already see this as insane opportunity levels, right? It's the second and last opportunity zone if you did not accumulate in the bear market, right? It's the classic disbelief pump that we have. You're going to get a lot of people bearish during the last few weeks and the next weeks and months saying crypto's over, no altcoin season or anything of that. It's just a classic move. I've seen this before happening, and it's the same sentiment and the same move. You get the bear market, you get the accumulation stage, you get the disbelief rally that gets a huge drop back down to the lows. You consolidate in a boring period, and then you get the bull run. It's what happened, right? The best chart to take a look at that is Cardano. This is rinse and repeat. Cardano did exactly the same thing. You got the bear market, massive bear market here, consolidation. You get the disbelief pump. Oh, this is crap. Bear market, several months, and then you get the rally, right? You get that disbelief stage, the pump in the middle of the bear market, where everybody just throws the towel, right? So, this is like the second and last opportunity that might take months. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that the bottom is in. We could go to slightly lower levels, but it's the classic first disbelief pump, right, that you do get before entering a boring period here, before then getting into the major rally. So, regarding 𝗬𝗏, I think it's at good DCAing levels, good levels to dollar cost average. Rug Paul says Crypto King. Yeah, I know. We've seen it all before. I've been in the previous cycle here. It was devastating, guys. It was not good. It was not good. This is why there was hardly any people in crypto. Who wants to buy this crap? This is, I would arguably discuss we're in a very similar stage like this right over here, where we don't really know what's going to happen in the next coming months. But don't worry, the markets will recover and we will see an altcoin season. It's it's just a matter of being patient, guys. I cannot stress it enough. We'll be all happy, and once that bull run happens. It's not a rug pull, guys. It's just about timing the market. We are so early, guys. When we do take a look at the halving stage, it's we are extremely early after the halving, right? It's so early. It's over 1 year till you get to the top. Mainly, usually, right, when we take a look at the previous cycles, and we've just only been over 3 months, not even 3 months after the halving. Bring it on. It's very, very early stages still to speculate. All of these altcoins are in a rug pull, and just to let you know, the altcoins pump after Bitcoin does, right? You will see Bitcoin pumping aggressively and altcoins looking like they're dead because they take several weeks after Bitcoin pumps, right? Where you see that transition from the Bitcoin dominance, right? You got a lot of speculators on altcoins, guys. There's very good altcoin projects. You get that last run on Bitcoin to the upside, the Bitcoin dominance going absolutely bananas. And once all the money is done on Bitcoin, you have the speculators, the big investors that basically transition that money that they've made on Bitcoin, cashing out, speculating on Bitcoin, where you do get that Bitcoin dominance dropping down because everybody's cashing out and speculating to make some more gains on the altcoins. This is how it happens. This is, this is basically the meat and potato of the crypto cycles, right? It's just how it works. So yeah, I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to actually go to higher levels in the next coming weeks, and altcoins to go sideways and bleed for a little longer. So nothing to worry, guys. We're still on track. Everything's normal. The halving's just been a few months ago, and the epic rally doesn't happen at least over almost a year into after the halving. Basically, the big runner does not happen after the halving. Some news from BlackRock. I am not aware of any news of BlackRock, but what we do have is we got $122 million from the US dollar tether from the Tether treasury to Bitfinex. Not a huge amount, but overall, when this usually happens, it's to buy crypto coming from the treasury. So you got a bit, it's not a huge amount, but overall, all of this just happened today. It might be more tomorrow. This is actually good news for, accumulation. This is a good sign that accumulation is happening. We got this, guys. We're not going to go much into politics, but, I want Donald Trump to win the election. Apparently, Harris now has a slight more percentage in winning, in the possibility of winning the US election. I think it's not going to be good for Democrats to win the election. We definitely want Trump to win the election. I think it will be much better for America and much better for the world in general, right? To not enter a massive depression. In my personal opinion, of course, I'm not going to go into what is better or not, but I prefer Donald Trump to actually win the elections in November, to be honest. Also for crypto, right? More interested in crypto than for anything else. But I think it will be much better, obviously, for America if Donald Trump does win the election, and that is only my personal opinion. But out of that, going back to the ETF flows, there has been some outflows on Friday. We got $89 million worth of outflows on Bitcoin. Let's see how this week does perform regarding the ETF. But we did see some slight outflows on the ETF on Friday. We do have some very interesting news, guys. Tomorrow we do have PPI, okay? We also have inflation rate on Wednesday. There's going to be a bit of volatility, in my opinion, depending on inflation rate. If it is going to be higher than expected, I would be expecting a market correction. If it is lower than expected, bring it on. That will be actually pretty bullish. I would be expecting the markets to get a pretty nice recovery. If it is lower than expected, which is basically 3.3%, right? Inflation down means everything's under control. They're looking good. Then we would expect the markets to get a nice reaction to the upside. If it is higher than expected, I would expect a drop in the market. So we'll be seeing that on Wednesday, okay, because we do have the news on Wednesday. We do have retail sales also on Thursday, and some more news on Friday. Michigan consumer sentiment and building permits we have on Friday. So we got an interesting week regarding news. Stay safe, guys. Make sure to check this Trading Economics or Trading Factory, right? Forex Factory, where you do see the news, guys. You want to be very, very cautious with your trading because of the volatility that could happen during the news. Andy, can you take a look at 𝗕𝗶𝗴? We got someone here. Can I take a look at 𝗕𝗶𝗴? Bitcoin pretty much stuck at the 59,600. Explained the scenarios. Let's take a look at 𝗕𝗶𝗴 right away. Why not? Let's take a look at 𝗕𝗶𝗴 here on the charts. What's going on 𝗕𝗶𝗴? What can we say about 𝗕𝗶𝗴? 𝗕𝗶𝗴 is holding very nicely this low that was formed in July. I like it. I do see a possibility of 𝗕𝗶𝗴 getting a bit more of a bounce. Let's take a look at the fixed range here, or the volume profile. It doesn't really matter. Oh, you got that point of control that is bouncing here very, very nicely. Would expect the price to actually have an attempt in the next coming days to move to higher levels. Of course, obviously, really depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin gets a dump of $10,000, right? or 10%, right? We wouldn't expect altcoins to pump very aggressively. So yeah, all really depends on what Bitcoin does, but it's looking pretty good here on 𝗕𝗶𝗴. It's holding that point of control from the last year, right? From 2024, we're looking at the last 6 months here. Very, very nice support level. Sweep the lows, consolidating. There is a chance in getting a bounce here to test lower high resistance and the value area high of this range on 𝗕𝗶𝗴. It looks pretty good. It's holding nicely. The drop happened. So what can we expect? We could possibly expect a nice bounce in the next coming days for 𝗕𝗶𝗴 on a higher time frame, just to keep it nice and simple. Bearish case is death cross. We got the death cross. Death cross, I'm not a fan of moving averages, death crosses, because they're a very lagging indicator. But overall, yeah, we do have that bearish case scenario, legends, which is that large WXY, and this could be a lower high zone where the price is coming back down to test the lows. But we'll see if that is going to happen, right? The technicals have been explained, legends. You have Bluffing, one of the best no KYC platforms out there, guys. You do get a crazy bonus down below in the description, okay? You do get $80,000 deposit bonus depending on how much you trade. You'll be getting that bonus airdropped to your futures exchange. Check out the link down below in the description, guys, where you do get that crazy bonus. Of course, another way to support the channel, another way for you to trade in the best no KYC platform, in my opinion. I'm going to wrap it up. I am short from 59,300. Me too, my brother, from slightly higher levels based on the short trade that was provided in the Legends trading community, which was here at $61,500. Beautiful wick, very easy setup, managing risk, still in that short position, still in the long position here. Let's see what happens. Let's see who wins the battle. The analysis has been provided in the first 20-30 minutes of the stream, guys. Go and check it out if you just joined. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.